Well, hello everyone, and a pleasant good test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2.
Well, hello everyone, and a pleasant good Friday evening to you. We are here live from Watford City High School, beautiful Fridley Field, right next to the Rough Rider Center here in Watford City, North Dakota. As tonight we have got North Dakota Class 2A football coming your way. It is the 1-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros after a 19-0 victory against the Grafton Spoilers last Friday night. Ranked number 3 in North Dakota Class 2A polls by the North Dakota Media Association. They are taking on the Watford City Wolves, 0-1 on the season after a 50-20 loss last Friday night against Beulah. So glad you could join us here as we made the trek out for you to Watford City, almost 6 hours. Freddie Siebels along with Jim Berkemeyer and Mark Forseth joined us here to provide this coverage for you live, local, and free on yourliveevent.com. Our iRe Insurance pregame show kicks off after this on yourliveevent.com.
New equipment and new trades. Let's talk about this new lineup at Norman County Implement. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, 30-inch tracks, 6 remotes. Save $80,000 due to versatile restrictions. I cannot tell you the selling price, but I can tell you you're going to save $80,000 on this 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570 at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk with Chuck O'Neill and get the details.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is open for all your pharmacy and healthcare needs. And don't forget to stop in and check out what's new in the gift department. You'll find lots of new fall decorations and giftware. Check out the new jewelry too. Hillsboro Drug and Gift encourages everyone to follow all of the CDC guidelines. Hillsboro Drug provides in-town delivery, and they do offer mail-out services for their customers too. Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
YourLiveEvent.com, the iRe Insurance pregame show coming to you from Watford City, Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Watford City, North Dakota Class 2A football. Earlier this, just a few minutes ago, I was able to talk with the head coach for the Watford City Wolves. That is Coach Justin Johnsrud. Comments on YourLiveEvent.com, talking with John Johnsrud for
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of quality kids back, and coach does guys, they buy in, they believe it, and yeah, just we weren't able to match up physically, so we learned some things, and we'll move on.
You know, looking at the box score, you know, closer than it was really against them last year, and you know, looking at your roster there, and you know, following your team there, you know, it's been a couple of tough years, but you got the younger guys that have now kind of built up in the program, and now are the upperclassmen. And it's kind of their time now.
It is. You know, we asked a lot of them as sophomores last year, but we're relying on them to be leaders as juniors this year with the belt. You know, the game, we had a turn down in 10, you know, and it was, you know, we lost points there, and we 6, so we gave them some points we thought too. Didn't play our best. Some of those just.
The schedule doesn't get any easier coming up against the defending state champion in the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros.
Yeah, that was, you know, our first game schedule, we had 3 different teams scheduled, 2 different teams before Eula was added, just a week before that game, and we all kind of laughed. Nothing like getting thrown in the fire right out of the gate with the 2 top teams from last year back to start. But it's good for our young kids. It's a place we want to get to, so it's a good test for those young kids, and they'll see where they need to be.
A lot of turnover from, you know, the teams from the last couple of years, but that defense though for Hillsboro-Central Valley is as good as ever. How do you try to, I guess, game plan against them?
Well, you know, we're going to have to try to keep them on their toes, make them defend the entire field, not just let those athletes run around and make tackles. Try to get them to think a little bit and slow them up some. But you're right, well-coached team and quality kids, and just kind of reload every single year. So we know they're going to be a very tough test tonight.
Give us a key for Watford City to pick up their first victory of the season this year.
Well, we need to take care of the. It's a turnover battle, 5-1 last week. So keeping the football in our possession is probably the biggest thing. Sometimes your best defense is an offense that just kind of methodically drives the ball, keeps it away from the other team. So that's what we're hoping.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach for the Watford City Wolves, Justin Johns, who joined us on our Irie Insurance pregame show. The best service, the best coverage. Visit them online, irieins.com. Take another quick break, then we'll talk with Coach O for Hillsboro-Central Valley. That's next on yourliveevent.com.
If you're looking to upgrade your appliances, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro is the place to stop, as they have sales and service for all your major appliances: refrigerators, freezers, washers and dryers, stoves, dishwashers, and microwaves. Olson Hardware also now has in store the Amazing Rest mattress. It's a high-quality, affordable mattress designed to help you achieve amazing rest. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the Amazing Rest mattress. And don't forget about all of your general hardware items, too, at Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Down on the field, Jim Berkemeyer, the Burke, is down with the head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Coach Scott Olson.
Well, thank you, Radar. We're on the turf here at Watford City, the home of the Wolves. What a beautiful facility and complex stadium and all of the above here. And Scott is, wow, this is, before we talk about your team, this is quite the facility, isn't it?
No, it is, yeah. We've never been here before, and you get here, you're just in awe, and it's like a college campus, or, it's nice.
Talk about the bus ride out here. Almost 400 miles. You had the routine, the agenda for the day, the itinerary. How did things go?
Good. We left at 10 o'clock. We got here at 5 o'clock. That's what we had planned on doing. So in terms of that, I thought it went smooth.
Does it disrupt some players' schedules during the day, or as far as meals and that sort of stuff, or don't you even worry about that?
Oh, well, thanks to the Booster Club, we had meal after meal after meal the whole way down here. So I'm sure they're all full and ready to go with some energy.
And you didn't mind the meal either?
No, of course not.
All right. Last week, you get the season opening victory over Grafton. How valuable was it for your players to watch themselves on film this week to assess what they did well and what they need to work on?
Yeah, we always say that tape doesn't lie, and we saw the things that we needed to correct, and we'll hopefully we'll see that today and from the film we watched. And I'm excited for it. I think we got a little redemption we need to do on the O-line and our mistakes that we made, and the backs have to run a little harder today, and hopefully we'll see that.
I was going to ask you what mistakes that you saw. Last week we talked about they appeared to be very correctable, easily correctable. So, what were some of the main ones that we should watch for here tonight to correct?
Just being in rhythm of getting the snap off. I think that'll help today. And, the backs just exploding into the hole rather than, kind of waiting and see where they're supposed to go, that they're going to explode. I want them to go right away. And hopefully we'll fix that tonight.
I also see some different names, in the starting lineup and on the depth chart. You've got a lot of depth. It's no surprise because it's going to be very fluid until maybe guys prove themselves or take themselves out. But talk about that. I have a hunch that some of these guys are maybe getting a little bit of a nod tonight because of how they did perform last week.
A little bit of that. Sam's dinged up tonight, so Gannon's going to go at safety right away. We'll see Riley will get some snaps in a quarterback. And then the other guys we'll keep rotating and until we try to figure out who's our best option for the long haul.
Do you want your linebackers to be more aggressive tonight than what they were last week?
Not as much more aggressive. I think better tackling. I think the aggressiveness was fine. Our rallying to the ball I thought was really good. We just got to finish with the tackle.
Watford City, they gave up 300 yards rushing last week. They played Beulah. We know that Beulah is going to ground and pound. But what did you see on film of Watford City? Because you're a running team as well that you can mix in the pass. What did you see that you're going to try to exploit?
A much improved Watford team from last year. Beulah's Beulah, though. I mean, it's tough to stop them anyways, no matter who you are. Number 5 stands out for them, sophomore. Had some really nice hits last week, ran the ball hard. And then 28, their tailback, does a really nice job. Number 10, their quarterback is a sly little guy that'll find some crevices and throws a good ball. A lot of guys returning from last year, they had that experience. So I think it's more about us and what we want to do better than it is with them.
The biggest keys then when you worry about us, yourselves, what are they tonight?
Yeah, limit the turnovers. We had too many last week. Control our snaps, and that's a lot of focus control we have to get better at.
Thank you so much. Talk to you halftime. Good luck.
Thank you.
Head coach Scott Olson joining us here on the Irie Insurance pregame show, yourliveevent.com. Free, and we welcome you to continue with us throughout the night tonight. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros are on the road at Watford City, taking on the Wolves. We're glad you're with us. Thanks to our sponsors who make this trip possible and the broadcast possible as well. We encourage you to subscribe to yourliveevent.com also here this evening. It's the Burros on the road at Watford City. Yourliveevent.com pregame show from Irie Insurance continues.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help you with all of your building projects. Are you building something new? Doing some remodeling? Maybe adding a deck? Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete it. Along with the materials, they can give you a free estimate. If you need help in planning your project, let the professionals at Hillsboro Lumber assist you. They have the expertise and professional service to help you. For all of your building or remodeling projects, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband, voice, TV. 1-800-457-2125.
10 out of the 12 teams in North Dakota Class 2A football taking the field tonight. All of them against non-region games, but against AA opponents as well. Beulah is taking on Devil's Lake. St. Mary's travels to Valley City. Highliners playing their first game of the year after the forced cancellation of the game against Beulah last Friday night due to a COVID-positive case. Hazen travels to Wahpeton. Central Cass travels to Stanley. And, of course, Hillsboro-Central Valley making the long trip out west to face Watford City. Looking at the North Dakota Media Association polls here for all the classes. 9-man Kidder County tops the 9-man poll, followed by Cavalier, Lemoore, Lynchville, Marion, Lytton HMB, and Beach. The top 5 also in the receiving votes category, our good friends at Finley, Sharon, Hope, Page. 11A Langdon area, Edmore, Munich tops the poll. Velva's 2, Lisbon is 3, Dickinson Trinity is 4, and Oaks is 5. AA football, Bismarck St. Mary's the number 1 team. Beulah is ranked number 2. Hillsboro-Central Valley the number 3 rated team. Kindred 4 and Valley City rounds out the top 5. In AAA football, it is Bismarck Century number 1, followed by Bismarck High number 2. Also West Fargo Cheyenne tied at number 2 as well, followed by Shanley and Fargo Davies. Those are your top 5 teams in the 4 classes as voted on by the North Dakota Media Association polls. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Take another quick pause and have more on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this.
It's back to school time. The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools welcome back students for a new school year. While things may be a bit different this year, the main goal remains the same, bringing our youth a quality education while making sure all students, teachers, and staff stay healthy and safe. If you're wondering what the new school year will look like, be sure to check out the Return to Learning guidelines at both the Hillsboro School website, hillsboroK12.com, and the Central Valley School website, centralvalleynd.com.
RDK Enterprises asks you this sweet question. Do you want to plant high sugar and high tonnage varieties in the same field with the push of a button? Talk to Chris, Shane, or Derek about MSET from Precision Planting. MSET is speed tube compatible and can be installed on most planters. For information, contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Again, we thank you so much for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com, making the trip if you are unable to. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll pause for the national anthem.
So, what exactly is value? It's something you believe in to your very core, like empowering our community and answering to customers, not shareholders. And value is about worth, true worth, like reliable, affordable energy from Hillsboro Public Utilities. We work for you because we believe in the same things you do. Affordable, community-owned, dependable electric service. That's the value of power. Learn more at hillsboro-nd.com.
Many, many happy people that are mowing grass with their new Cub Cadet lawnmower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Yes, everyone is so happy as the lawns are pristine looking, beautiful grass, precision-like cutting with the Wright Cub Cadet mower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Talk to Darren or Mike. They also have some used mowers on hand. They have tillers and all of the lawn and garden machines at Wright Cub Cadet Hillsboro. Stop by and see them today.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, let's briefly touch on our keys to the game here, the keys to victory for both teams when talking with Hillsboro-Central Valley. Try to get out there, get aggressive here tonight. Last night, well, yes, it was a 19-0 win, maybe a little bit passive for some of the players. You know, the line maybe not as dominant as you would have liked to have seen it there. So for Hillsboro-Central Valley, just get maybe a little upset, get a little mean, get a little aggressive here tonight. Whereas for the Watford City Wolves, with talking with Coach Johnsrud, it's really about the turnover battle here. You cannot afford to give turnovers or give extra possessions to Hillsboro-Central Valley. Last Friday night, Watford City, 5 turnovers committed. They lost the turnover battle 5-1, and you really cannot afford to do that tonight if you are Watford City, playing right into the hands of Hillsboro-Central Valley with their terrific defense that the Burros do have. Take another quick pause, and then we'll be back with our starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. That's next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Shop is looking to hire a body technician. Wages based on experience. Benefit packages offered. Talk to Ben or Tyrell at the Hillsboro Body Shop to learn more and to apply. The Hillsboro Body Shop also wishes everyone a safe and successful harvest season. If you have broken windshields, chips, or cracks, they can do it now and right here at the Hillsboro Body Shop. Hail-damaged vehicles, vehicle body repairs, dents, rust, or collision damage, Ben and Tyrell, thank you for your business, the Hillsboro Body Shop.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Stewart.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. It's time now for our starting lineups here on YourLiveEvent.com. First, the offensive starters for Hillsboro-Central Valley, the Burros. Tackles are Dylan By and Caden Bastion. The guards are Jaime Martinez and Cody Hewitt. The center is Mason Fondrick.
He's a senior, number 57.
At the tight end is Luke Dryberg. The backs are Cole Hebel at fullback, Jace Lushik, the halfback. Wide receivers are Gannon Limke and Parker Gallagher. And the quarterback is Sam Preston. Starting lineups for the Watford City Wolves. Their defensive starters on the line. The nose tackle is Brent Rowe. Defensive ends are Andrew Nielsen and Connor Quintero. The linebackers are Ethan Arnegard, Dakota Colucci, Brandon Johnson, and Jason Hoga. The corners are Riley Boomer and Ian Lewis. And the safeties, Kyle Kraus and Canyon Cheddar. Those are your starting lineups for the Watford City Wolves. Your starting lineups, of course, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company.
And our officials tonight are Chuck Huber, Lauren Sorensen, Mike Berg, Mike Gunderson, and Jeremy Lundblom. They are out of the Williston Association.
All right, Jim Berkmeyer down on the field there with our referee lineups here. So we're just about ready for the opening kickoff here for both teams. And Jim will send down to you here. This complex here, this Rough Rider Center and Fridley Field, a perfect place here to play a football game.
Well, it's just a couple of years old, and it is. You have the turf, you have the track around it, beautiful press box area with a total of 8 rooms, and the Rough Rider Center and the ice rink all here in the stadium, and the background, of course, with the beautiful hills of western North Dakota and the city of Watford City in the background, back off to the west, and it is in a gorgeous, just beautiful temperatures today on the drive out, and the wind here tonight about 80 degrees at kickoff. Sunshine, sun setting back to the west, and here we go with week number 2 of Class 2A football, North Dakota. The Watford City Wolves kicking off from our left to right as we stand out on the field here this evening. The Burros are 1-0, the Wolves are 0-1, and let's get it on here tonight. Happy birthday to our executive producer, Mark Forseth.
Canyon Cheddar will kick it off for Watford City Evan Mitzel and Jace Lushik deep to return for the Burros. And boom, kick is off. We are underway as that is taken by Mitzel at about the 20-yard line, angling out to the left, got some room, and will fall forward to the 37. Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Burros from there.
And he's tackled on special teams by the Watford City Wolves, Ethan Arnegard. Arnegard is among 9 players that go both ways in the starting lineups for the Wolves as he gave their starting defensive unit. Only 2 of these defensive starters do not start on the offensive side. So a lot of guys go both ways. Well, the Burros will try to rely upon that depth again here early in the season as they get going.
1st and 10 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 2 receivers to the far side, an I formation. The give is up the middle. Mitzel past the 40, dragging defenders to the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the play.
And tackled by Dakota Clucci, the junior linebacker for Watford City. And on that first play, Brady, I think you saw something there that Coach Olson talked with me about in the pregame show. The backs hitting those holes harder, quicker, and certainly did there on that first attempt of this game tonight.
Rage will check in for Gallagher. He'll be the near closest receiver on your screen, as well as Limke right above him. I formation to give, but we'll have a flag, and it looks like we'll have a false start on Hillsboro-Central Valley. Back them up 5 yards.
Well, that's the early mistakes that you don't want to have. You want to clean those up from week 1, and that's some of that getting into a rhythm as well. As you know, Brady, it's hard to get into that rhythm if you have these little 5-yard penalties here and there. Yeah, it's early in the game. We're not going to get caught up in it, but it's something to keep watching throughout this game again tonight.
Rage will check out. Jack Paulsrud will check in. They'll go 2 tight ends on I formation. Limke to the far side. Fake to the fullback. They'll give it up the middle to Lushik as he will power ahead to the 47-yard line. Looks to be about a yard, maybe a yard and a half short of the first down.
Yeah, he ran behind Pashton that time, and you could see that Leshik, again, got out of the blocks quick and got right there because that time Leshik had his arm up on the back of Pashton saying, all right, Caden, keep getting a piece of somebody, chew him up, give me some more yards. As you say, just a yard and a half short of a first down stick.
It'll be 3rd down and a long 1, a short 2 for the Burros. Give is to Hebel up the middle, triple option play, finds the hole, gets it into Watford City territory as he's tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard gain and a Burro first down.
Well, the Watford City Wolves defense giving up 300 yards rushing last week, so the Burros staying with their ground and pound attack and coming right at them. Giving it to the fullback, Hebel, he ran hard last week. Probably going to get a few more carries here this week as he gets that starting nod at that fullback spot.
Rage and Limke, the receivers to the near side. Dryberger, the tight end, on the far side. I formation. Lushik once again hits the hole. Able to keep the feet churning to the 41-yard line, make it 2nd down and 6.
Well, that was pretty good hole there, but it was closed up really quick by that linebacker that we talked about in the pregame as well. Burrow coaches noticed him on film all week as Jason Hogue, the 5'10", 160-pound sophomore, quick, aggressive, outstanding young linebacker for Watford City.
Parker Gallagher checks back in. He'll be the receiver on the near side. Limke to the far side. Ebel and Lushik the backs. Sam Preston under center. Surveys the defense. Gets the snap. Give up the middle. Lushik waits. Finds a hole. Into the 30 to the 20. It's a foot race. 10, and he's pushed out of bounds. Inside the 10. They'll mark it out at the 6.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Brady. He hit that hole hard. Had some good blocks in front of him. Some good blocks downfield. Showed a burst of some speed. A good angle by the defensive player to push him out at the 6-yard line. But again, the backs are running very hard. They ran hard in week 1, but the difference here early is what they corrected after watching film. Hit the hole immediately, get there quick, and then do more good things. Leshik does there.
Gain of 35. It's 1st and goal for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Play clock is at 5. Coach O telling him to hustle. Able to get the snap off. Option play. Preston will take himself, lowers the shoulder. Where's the spot at? And they'll say he's down at the 1. A gain of 5, and it's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, down at the 1. The knee went down, and Preston tried to reach over to get the ball to break the plane, but the knee was definitely down first, so he's there at the 1-yard line. Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal from there. And These guys up front for the Burros offensively are doing a really nice job of getting off the line of scrimmage, led by Mason Fondrick, that center. He looks so much more comfortable here in the second start of the season.
Fallsrud checks back in. It's 2 tight ends for the Burros. I formation. Limke, wide receiver to the far side. Give us to Lushik. Spins and he's in. Touchdown. Hillsboro-Central Valley. Jace Lushik, the 1-yard touchdown run. And it's 6-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Cole Hebel, the fullback, did a good job of just clearing some people off. That allowed Leshik to spin back, as you described, get in for the first touchdown of the game. 6-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley. Comes with 8:22 to play in this first quarter on a 1-yard run.
As Parker Gallagher will attempt the PAT for the Burros. Sam Preston will hold.
Wind is at his back, too. A strong wind right at his back here.
Jace Lushik will snap for the Burros. Snap, good, spot down, kick is up, and it is good. With 8:13 remaining in the first quarter on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard, it's Hillsboro-Central Valley 7, Watford City 0 on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Hillsboro-Central Valley using the ground game to perfection as they strike first. As it is 7-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley as the Burros will kick off. Parker Gallagher will kick it off.
For the Burros.
Returners are Riley Boomer and Jason Hoga for Watford City. Deep to receive. Kick is away.
Good kick. Great kick. Takes him back inside the 5.
Hoga will take it inside the 5. They fake the reversal. Not fooled are the Burros as he's hit, walloped, and will be stopped down at the 14-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves from there.
Henkel, the first guy down there on the tackle. Great kick by Gallagher. He's got the strong leg, and then you put the wind behind to pick the receiving person for Watford City. Hogue all the way back inside his 10-yard line. Then, as you said, that fake reverse, I should say, and the Burros did not even take a look at that.
Starting lineup for the Wolves on the line. Ethan Arnegard is the center. Brent Rowe and Niven Hayes are the tackles. Connor Quintero and Braden Johnson are the guards. We'll have more after this play. As the give is to Colucci, and he'll be stopped at the line. Keeps the feet moving, gains 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, the Burros, Dylan By, one of the defensive ends there to bring him down after that short 2-yard gain. Watch Henkel Pashton on the inside of this linebacking core. Last week, Henkel led the team with 5 tackles. Pashton had 3 tackles. Of course, Dryberg, he had a pick 6 as well. We're going to talk about this defense as we do each game, but throughout the season, I just fully expect these guys to continue to grow and get better and better.
Mike Bockelman in the shotgun formation. Give is to Colucci. Nothing there going. He'll be stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 1 and 3rd down and long for the Wolves.
By again, first guy there. Then helping to wrap up was Barrett Willison, 75. Barrett getting the start this week at nose guard. Of course, Valdez goes out last week with a knee injury. Willison got in on a couple of tackles last week in his backup role and gets the start. He's part of the early tackle here. It's 3rd and 9, actually a loss of 1 there. By tackle for a loss.
So Hillsboro-Central Valley gave up no points last week. Again, the calling card for the Burros the last couple of years, their defense. And once again this year, this Burro team built defense first. Receiver in motion. It's an option play. Pitch is to Riley Boomer. He'll cut inside and get it to the 20-yard line, a gain of 5. But that will make it 4th down and 4.
Jace Leshik on the tackle for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Good blocks over here on the right side for Watford City. Helping to block there was Nova Maddox He's a 200-pound sophomore. Watford City, no question, is a better football team than they were last year, with a lot of guys back that gained a lot of experience. Things haven't gone well in the last few seasons as far as wins and losses, but a much improved team, and a lot of youth are still in this lineup for Watford City.
Jason Oga is back to punt for the Wolves. Snap, punt is away. Parker Gallagher will receive. He'll let it bounce at the 45. Takes a burrow bounce inside the 40 and touchdown at the 38, where it'll be Burrow football from there.
Yeah, tough punt into the wind, and then it took a bounce as well that favored Hillsboro-Central Valley. So the Burros, again, will have outstanding field position. Their special teams taking advantage of, the opportunities. No return there, but still it puts themselves right inside the 40 on the end of Watford City. Here as you're watching YourLiveEvent.com. We're on the road tonight. Watford City, North Dakota. The Wolves hosting Hillsboro-Central Valley. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to our sponsors who make the broadcast possible. And thank you for watching, listening, and subscribing free.
High formation. They'll fake to give to Mitchell, looking to pass. He's got Lemke wide open, but overthrown just past the outstretched arms of Gannon Lemke. It'll be an incomplete pass. And second down and 10.
Yeah, Preston just getting a little bit too much arm on that, but a well-thrown ball. And that timing's going to come, Brady. You know that. These players know that. Great route run by Lemke. He had a step, maybe two, beyond the defensive back, going right at them with the 1st and 10 from inside their 40. Now we'll see what the Burros do here on 2nd and 10. 5:09 to play, first quarter. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading 7-0.
Two tight ends. Lemke to the far side. An I formation for the Burros. Hebel and Mitzel. Give is to Mitzel up the gut. Bounces outside the hole. Stiff arms a man. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. And he's finally brought down at the 16-yard line, as it is a big chunk of yardage for the Burros there on second down.
Kyle Kraus, one of the guys here to kind of turn him inside, but making nothing about it here. Mitzel says, I will force the contact. I will bring the contact into you. And I really, really like the hustle as well coming across the field. Luke Dryberg came all the way back across, still trying to throw a block downfield. That's just good team football, determined and great effort.
26 yards on the carry for Mitzel. It's first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Preston, I formation, gives it to Mitzel. Patient, waiting, dancing around. Nothing there. He'll get a yard, maybe two, and it'll bring up second down.
Give credit to Jason Hogue, number 5, and also 50, Ethan Arnegard. Arnegard, a right side defensive end. Hogue, a linebacker. He kind of dancing around because there was nowhere to go. They plugged it up. Credit the Wolves' defensive front. Also anchoring in there is Connor Quintero for Watford City. Now Arnegard will move from the right to left side as they move him around in the defensive four-man front.
Rage, the receiver, to the near side. Lemke to the far side. Dryberg, the tight end, to the far side. Give up the middle, triple option to Hebel. He'll barrel forward to the 10-yard line, a gain of 5, and a third down and 4.
And again on the tackle was Hogue, and also helped there by Nick Fiedler. First time we've called Fiedler's number tonight on a tackle. Gallagher comes in with the next play from the sideline. 3:20 to play, first quarter. Third down for Hillsboro-Central Valley at the Wolves, Watford City 10-yard line.
Gallagher and Lemke to the near side. Hebel and Mitzel the backfield. Dryberg, the tight end, on the far side. Third down and 4 for the Burros. Give is to Mitzel. Lowers the shoulder, finds a little bit of a hole, and able to get 5 and move the chains for a Burro first down.
Passion again throwing some blocks. Hebel, the fullback, again there throwing some blocks. Also getting off the line of scrimmage was Fondrick, the center for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Of course, you have Cody Hewitt there as one of the guards. They did a nice job, and just 4th and inches. That knee came down just a little bit before the ball could be stretched out. So 4th and football and a half.
So 4th and short for the Burros. 2 tight end formation. High backfield. Triple option. Preston, he'll take it himself. Cuts up the middle, and he's in. Sam Preston, a 5-yard touchdown run to increase the Burro lead. It's now 13-0, pending the extra point.
You know, and Brady, what I notice here, and I'm sure you do as well, because you and I talked about this some this week, limited, but in the game preparation we talked about last week how the Burros ran a lot to the left side. They're running both sides here tonight with even some stuff up the middle. That one went off that right side for the 5-yard touchdown run. That's the sort of balance they want.
As Parker Gallagher will attempt the PAT, snap good, spot down, kick is on its way, and it is good. As Parker Gallagher 2 for 2 on extra points, and on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard, 2:16 remaining in the first quarter. Hillsboro-Central Valley 14, Watford City 0 on yourliveevent.com.
Big Tex is a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex and Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro are the names behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex is made to last and made to perform. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready for every transport job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Bloomfield Enterprises Hillsboro. Contact Ben at 701-261-9779 or Tim at 701-430-0877.
2:16 remains in the first quarter. Hillsboro-Central Valley a 14-0 lead as Parker Gallagher will kick it away.
I'll get a story in here after the kick here, Brady.
Kick is on its way again, angling it to the right side, but out of bounds this time, as it will be a free kick out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. The second penalty for Hillsboro-Central Valley here tonight.
Clock still running. They'll get that stopped here as it's inside of 2 minutes. And there is a penalty flag down, of course, with it going out of bounds. They'll get the clock stopped now at 1:58. Anyway, what I was going to bring up is one of the other broadcasters out here tonight was talking about the road trip that we all made out here. Of course, the Borough team left at 10 this morning and got here at 5, so they were right on schedule thanks to the HCV Booster Club. They had their breakfast sandwich and their snacks along the way, and they got their sub sandwich here later in the afternoon. Had a very casual, good trip. Things went well, very well. And the broadcaster was saying, well, man, I don't know, how are they going to come out of the gates here after that long trip? The Burros have answered. 14-0 is how they're coming out of the gates.
Shotgun formation for...
And here comes the bunny. And they're off.
Mike Balkelman will be in the quarterback as he looks to throw in and out of the hands, incomplete to Ian Lewis. Brings up second down and 10.
Gallagher coming up in coverage. Hard throwing pass there, trying to cut through the wind and off the hands and incomplete.
Running backs for Watford City, Dakota Colucci and Jason Hoga. The wide receivers are Ian Lewis and Riley Boomer, and the quarterback, Ike Volkelman. The tight end is Andrew Nielsen for the Wolves. As well, the defensive lineup as well after this play for Hillsboro-Central Valley, as it is 2nd and 10 for Watford City. Volkelman in the shotgun formation. They'll give it to Colucci up the middle. Has some space past the 40 to the 42-yard line. 43-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play.
Henkel, Pashton, Dryberg were all there defensively as 3 of those linebackers. You have Hewitt, Willison, and Bye as your defensive front. Riley Olson and Gallagher in the secondary along with Gannon Limke. And the other linebacker that I didn't give the name, of course, for the Burros is Mitzel. So there's your defensive players on the field right now for HCV.
2 receivers set for Watford City, a fullback and a tight end. Fumbled on the play. We'll see who got back on it. As Watford it looks City. Like Colucci able to recover it, but down at the 40-yard line, it's a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that ball rolled right down and perfect for him to be able to cover it. Mitzel was very, very close to getting that first turnover here of the game for that Hillsboro-Central Valley defense. Of course, the Burros last week had a pick 6 for a score. They're looking to get another stop here late in this first quarter, 4th and 5 plus coming up for Watford City. We're inside of 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter tonight. Hope that you're enjoying the broadcast tonight with yourliveevent.com. We're going to have a timeout as you watch tonight from wherever that you are at. Let us know. Some of you I know are at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Some are at Tap That. Some of you are out in the fields, and others are just relaxing in your homes, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us on yourliveevent.com as the Tim Kazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. 14-0 Burros. Wolves take a timeout. We're coming right back.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
4th down and a long 4 for the Watford City Wolves. They are out in punt formation as Jason Hoga back to punt.
Hey, you know what, Radar? I'm focused in on the American flag on the big chest of our executive producer, the birthday guy, Mark Forseth.
Mark Forseth. Mark, do you care to mention how old, or do we just want to say 25 again? Yep, he'll go 25 again. The punt is
This
skied.
punt's not going 25 yards. It's not. Well, with a bounce and a roll, it will now. Oh, it's going to go 35, 38, 39, 40, 41. Wow, ended up being a very nice punt. Rolled for 22 yards, but hey, you take it, it don't matter. It's a nice punt and kind of flips the field a little bit, and that's something that the Wolves looking for something to start to go their direction, because Hillsboro-Central Valley has been very, very sharp. They've been in attack mode tonight of running backs running hard and hitting the holes quickly, offensive linemen doing their job, and they've been clicking here early tonight, leading 14-0.
13.5 seconds remain in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Hillsboro-Central Valley at the 30-yard line. High formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Preston under center. Takes the snap, fake to the fullback. They'll give it up the middle. Lushik inside the 35 to the 37. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down and 3, as that will do it for quarter number 1, as Hillsboro-Central Valley a 14-0 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. The second quarter when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Set to begin quarter number 2 on YourLiveEvent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley a 14-0 lead against the Watford City Wolves here on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. And Bert down on the field, we were talking about this, and definitely a much better start for the Burros in that first quarter compared to a week ago.
Oh, absolutely. And I think some of it is just a week experience and butterflies, jitters, and seeing for themselves that they're good football players, and let's just get after it and get things done. And they're making things happening, and that's the Burro football in attack mode. Go at the opposition.
Ebel and Lushik in the backfield. The pitch is to Lushik. Angling out to the far side, past the sticks. Cuts inside, past the 50 to the 45, make it the 44, 43-yard line, and a Burro first down.
Yeah, he had a lot of room around that edge. You can see it better from upstairs than I can from down here in the field, as they're on the opposite side, going off to the Burro's left side of the offensive system. And a lot of room and some blocking on the edges and some blocking downfield and chewing up yardage. These running backs are enjoying this so far tonight, and Burros are as a Burro football family, and fans are too.
18 yards. Give him six carries for 71 yards. Quick pass out to Patrick Limke as he makes a man miss. inside the 35, chopped down there, and it's a Burrow first down.
Oh, don't be calling him Patrick. That's Gannon.
Gannon,
all right?
excuse me.
Gannon's going to have it out with you later on tonight. Patrick's saying, okay, Brady, I'll give you another autograph, but this is Gannon there. And a little hesitation there. And then Parker Gallagher said, you know what? I'll take my number 7 jersey. I'll get a block on the edge. And then, Radar might call you Patrick, but Burke's going to say it's you, Gannon, and you run down the field and get some yardage, man.
First down and 10. Preston keeps it on the option play, cuts inside to the 23-yard line. A gain of 8 and second down and short.
10:55 to play, first half, 14-0. Hillsboro-Central Valley with the lead. YourLiveEvent.com. Click that subscribe button. We'd love to have you be one of our subscribers, and you can do it free of charge, no charge, to view the streaming live with YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks to our sponsors who are making this possible.
Excited. I know Garth, when I see him next, I know I'll get a bunch of grief from Garth Limke. I apologize for that again. Second down and short. Give is to Lushik up the gut. Inside the 15. It's a gain of 9 and another Burrow first down.
I don't know how we gave you the nickname Radar. You weren't very focused and dialed in there, but you are now, so keep it rolling there, buddy.
Lushik 7 carries now, 80 yards, and a touchdown for the Burrow running back.
Someone at home,
junior.
I'm sorry there, Brady, but someone's at home saying, Burke, you should just relax on the microphone. Shouldn't be so nervous to, get into this and just have some fun. Okay, I'll start having some fun.
First down and 10 from the 15. Preston under center. Give is Lushik up the middle, hits the hole inside the 10, a gain of 6, as that'll make it second down and 4.
Offensive linemen are just they're blowing people off the ball here right now, off the line of scrimmage. Really getting it done up front. Credit to these guys here tonight with Jaime Martinez and Caden Pashton and Mason Fondrick. And the others there on the other side of the line. We'll get to them here in a minute, and you'll help me out too.
Dylan by Cody Hewitt, a great performance so far for the first quarter plus for the Burrow offensive line. Preston, the give is to Lushik once again. He's in the end zone, but will a flag thrown at the 10 in the area of holding. We'll see if this is coming back.
Yeah, this one might be coming back. He was not touched. He went those 8 yards untouched. Officials conferring here on the field tonight. It'll be the third penalty of the game on Hillsboro-Central Valley. It is the holding call as you described. It'll back it up, make it second down and about 15 for a first down, about 19 for a touchdown. Gallagher will come back on the field here tonight.
9:09 remaining in quarter number 2, a 14-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley lead. As Galen Limke, the receiver, to the near side. Parker Gallagher to the far side. High formation. Preston back to pass. Looking for Limke. He's got it at the 5. Inside. Trying to get to the goal line. And it stopped at the 3, but it is an 18-yard gain and a Burrow first down.
Nice throwing ball there by Preston, and Limke also read it very well, and he kind of held up his route and just kind of slowly slowed up enough to position himself in front of the pursuing defensive back, protecting the ball, protecting himself, and nice route running, good teamwork at first and goal for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Under 9 minutes to play in the first half.
Nathan Rage comes in for Gallagher, receiver to the near side. High formation for the Burrows. The give is to Lushik, cuts inside, dives for that goal line. No signal yet, no signal.
How is he not across? Waiting, we're still waiting.
Officials looking at each other, walking towards it, and now touchdown, Hillsboro-Central Valley, as Jace Lushik, a 3-yard touchdown run to make it 20-0, Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Yeah, Lushik stretching out there to break the plane. Now Gallagher on to try the extra point kick attempt out of the hold of Preston. So far he's 2 for 2 tonight.
Sam Preston will hold. Jace Lushik will snap for the Burrow. Snap down, spot, Kick is on its way, and it is
Off
no
to the
good.
right.
Off to the right. The PAT attempt, no good. But with 8:23 remaining in the first half, Hillsboro-Central Valley leads Watford City 20-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazat Seed Sales scoreboard.
Reed Insurance. Terry Reed and Julie Larson serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, prop hail, your insurance source. Reed Insurance, located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the coverage you need. Professional, knowledgeable experience. Reed Insurance.
20-0, Hillsboro-Central Valley with the lead against the Watford City Wolves here on yourliveevent.com. As once again,
Fondrick was just down here doing a little helmet repair, and I said, everything okay? And he goes, absolutely, Burke, we're rocking. We're ready to get after it. Preston, you can see he's favoring a little bit of that little ding injury he has coming into the second week, but he's performing well. Burrows are as a team.
Gallagher to kick it away. High kick taken at the 15-yard line up to the 25 to the 28-yard line. Goes Jason Hoga for a first down, and then for Watford City from there.
Well, Willison, Belials, and Peter Dryberg all in the area, along with others on special teams. Ankle comes off, and a bunch of others, and now going to see, this depth here. You see, I think it's Aaron Johnson out here at the one end, and also there at the nose now is, I think that's Adrian Valdez.
Alex Cotton, the cornerback, to the near side as well. 1st and 10 for the Wolves as they'll send Boomer in motion.
Inside reverse.
As Hoga will take it inside, past the 35 to the 39-yard line, a gain of 6. Make it 5 and second down for the Wolves.
And there was 52, Aaron Johnson, and also Peter Dryberg, I believe, was in the area, or was that Jace Leshik? Staying at home and ended up reading the play. The left defensive now, that looks like Devin Johnson. So the Johnson brothers are out there.
Unkelman in the shotgun formation, give inside to Colucci to the 35-yard line. Not much there. A gain of 2, maybe 2.5, brings up third down.
And good stick there in the middle coming in. I think that was Derek, wasn't it? 12?
Yep, Derek Cecil there for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Derek Cecil Brotness, right?
Yes, correct. I got to remember to update that on my
hopefully I remember that name correctly. I didn't write it down, but I remember looking at that earlier today.
So third down for
nice
Watford City
surge.
As it's stuffed out. Not a chance for Colucci as he will be brought down way in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down for the Wolves.
AJ Aaron Johnson, 52, was there, and that time he didn't bite for any of that nonsense faking. He just said, I'm going to throw the offensive lineman the other direction. I'm coming through, and I'm just going to eat some meat here and rip it up and get a tackle for loss.
So fourth down for Watford City as Jason Hoga once again back to punt. And Parker Gallagher deep to receive.
Wobbly punt off the right side, takes the high bounce and goes in the air, and right around midfield is where the Wolves will play it there, as it's covered there by Canyon Shetter. And it'll be Hillsboro-Central Valley ball leading 20-0, 6:16 remaining in the first half with yourliveevent.com. And so far tonight, Brady, this offensive unit, they are 3 for 3. And I'm thinking that quarterback Sam Preston is maybe done for the night as Riley Olson, number 10, comes out to take his first snap here of this season.
Has been banged up here. The first game we talked about in the Coach O talked about in the pregame show, might see Riley take some snaps here tonight, and doing so here in the second quarter as a triple option as he'll keep it up the middle, cuts inside the 40, barrels ahead to the 35, and a 15-yard gain.
Well, Riley Olson on his first snap and reads it well on that option and then turns it inside, gets a first down carry, and Hillsboro-Central Valley looking really, really good here in week number 2 tonight.
Peter Dryberg checking out of the game for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Rage the receiver to the near side. Alex Cotton to the far side. Devin Enkel and Gavin Mitzel in the backfield for Riley Olson. As looks like we had movement on Hillsboro-Central Valley. It'll be a false start and back them up 5 yards. The 4th penalty for the Burros so far in the half.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they called it on the right side of the line. Really, quick, bang, bang, and the flag thrown, obviously, is, those linemen are just, looking at the ball and reading that. So, as you said, 4th penalty flag against Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Peter Dryberg checks back in as the tight end on the far side. Cotton to the far side receiver. Nathan Rage, the near side receiver. Enkel and Mitzel, the backfield. Olson under center. Give is to Mitzel. Has a hole, cuts it inside. 30, make it the 25, the 24-yard line. A gain of 11 and a Burro first down.
And among the linemen throwing a nice block to really get the hole opened up was Martinez. Martinez 70, Pastian 59, Pondrick the center 71, Willison out there as a guard 75.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Olson under center.
Wolves trying to adjust defensively. Lyman move back inside.
Give is to Mitzel. Patient. Cuts the hole, lowers the shoulder. He'll get a gain of 5.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he got 5
4.
for sure. Yep. Fighting for the extra yardage. Wolves trying to stuff it there in the middle. As Jacob Brandt and also Connor Sundin.
The 2nd down, clock now under 5 minutes and ticking in the first half. Olson under center. Pitch is to Mitzel along the near sideline. Stiff arms a man and will be thrown out of bounds inside the 15.
They got to about the 11. We'll see where they spot him out. Ended up here rolling around to the 11. They're going to say at the 13-yard line. Penalty flag is down on the field.
Out near the line of scrimmage in the...
Going to call a block in the back.
It'll come back for Hillsboro-Central Valley on the block in the back by the Burro offensive.
I think that's just a situation there where one of the linemen was doing a nice job of blocking and then just kind of got turned around or didn't maybe keep up the pace with the footwork. And, you do that, you go side by side, you're not going to be put in that situation.
So back him up 10. That'll make it 3rd down and 16. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 16 for Hillsboro-Central Valley as they'll replay the down. Olson, misdirection, give is to Mitzel, cuts up field to the 20. It's the penalty yardage back, and that'll make it 3rd down and 6.
Earlier, I was talking about the lineman. I want to mention, too, left side there at the tackle is Dylan By, and playing some at that tight end spot in the last few snaps here has been Jack Paulsrud.
Gallagher back in as a wide receiver to the far side. Rage to the near side. Enkel and Mitzel, the backfield. Peter Dryberg at tight end. Fake the give, looking to pass, trying to go to Gallagher as it's over his head and incomplete, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Gallagher looked like he was turning inside. That ball went over his head, but a little bit back to his other shoulder. Not quite sure there what, but there was double coverage as well. Olson double pump there. Almost looked too like he was trying to get a grip on that ball, looking up into that sun. 3:34 to go. in the first half. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading at 20-0 here tonight on the road at Watford City. Officials here, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. The clock will need to be reset because it had kept running, so they're going to put it to 3:33. It kept running after that incomplete pass. They're going to reset it to 3:33 on the clock on the scoreboard.
We'll add 6 seconds. It's 4th down for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Olsen under center. Surveys the defense. They'll run option. He'll cut it inside. Lowers the shoulder to the 10 and gets the first down, a 10-yard gain to move the chains.
Yep, just taking what is there, letting his blocks set up, being patient, seeing the hole, staying there in the lane and executing, and first and goal for Hillsboro-Central Valley late in the first half.
Gallagher back in, the receiver to the far side. It's first down and goal at the 10 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Clock ticking now under 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Olsen under center. Give is to Mitzel. Keeps
Running
the
hard.
feet moving and able to get a 1-yard gain, turn it into a 5-yard gain. He's inside the 5. Second down and goal.
Yeah, he's tackled there by Derek Holen and also Ethan Arnegard. Spun around, but he did. He ran hard, kept the legs moving. Now we see Gallagher coming off onto the sideline as the Burros continue to bring in the next play with the receiver. Rage will be here to the near right side. Cotton is split out left side. 2 backs, eye behind Olsen, the quarterback.
Second down and goal for the Burros, looking to tack on to their lead, already leading 20-0. Triple option, Olsen, he'll keep it, busted out to the left side and dives in for the touchdown. Riley Olsen, a 5-yard touchdown run, and it's 26-0, Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Great read, great ball fake, and just went in. Olsen, his first rushing touchdown this season. Looks like pretty good hands here with the backup quarterback behind Preston.
As Parker Gallagher once again to attempt the PAT for Hillsboro-Central Valley. He's 2 of 3 on the evening. Riley Olsen will hold for the Burros. Snap down spot, and it is blocked as Olsen will just pick it up, and a dead ball from there. So the PAT is no good, but Hillsboro-Central Valley tacks on to their lead. 2:24 remaining in the first half. Hillsboro-Central Valley 26, Watford City 0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
26-0, Hillsboro-Central Valley leads. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remains in the first half. Reminder, our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report is coming up next. We'll hear from Coach Scott Olsen.
Burros have looked good here so far tonight, Brady, and the Wolves. Wolves they're an okay, good football team. They just have. This Hillsboro-Central Valley team came out and they wanted to kind of answer for themselves from last week, and they certainly have rung the bell.
Gallagher with the deep punt. It's taken by Kenyon Cheddar as he is wrapped up at the 20. And first down and 10 from there with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the half.
Jack Paulsrud down on the special teams tackle and saying, watch this, Burke. I'm going to put the 2-5 right there on the number, and we're going to come up with an okay special teams hit. 2:12 to go in the first half. Looking into the sun setting into the west.
Watford City will see they like to go the 2-minute offense, trying to get some points here.
Brady, you know what's underneath that sun?
What is it, Burke?
That restaurant that you're hoping some food gets brought to you later tonight.
Absolutely. I'll take anything I can get right now.
No, you won't. It's got to be land.
Roll out for Wackelman looking to pass
coverage.
as it's overthrown. A couple receivers in the area as Boomer and Hoga both in the area, unable to get the reception as it's second down and 10 after the incomplete pass.
Yeah, pretty good little push up front and some different stuff coming out of that backfield, but Pete Dryberg and others were in position and played it very well.
2nd down and 10. Hillsboro-Central on the 26-0 lead. Maybe looking for a quick stop, see if they can get the 2-minute offense of their own. Try to tack on a few more points towards the end of the first half
Ahmad
as well.
brings in the next play here for Watford City. He comes out as a receiver to this left side of the field.
Unkelman in the shotgun set, looking to pass. Fires as incomplete as he overthrew his intended target, number 80, Dejar Ahmed, the intended receiver, over his head, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Dejar Ahmed, the intended receiver. Riley Olson back there in the secondary, along with also for Hillsboro-Central Valley now, Peyton Belials. We see Gallagher out there, also Peter Dryberg and Cole Hebo, and I see Adrian Valdez. I see the Johnsons out there with Devin and Aaron at the ends. And a few other names here to complete that 11-man defense right now.
3rd down and 10. Snap, Ackerman back to pass as he's wrapped down and thrown down on the sack. Jack Paulsrud coming in from the linebacker spot, laying the hit, and it's 4th down.
Yes, it was. Coming off the edge, looped around, came around the Johnson, and bang! Jack Paulsrud gets his first sack of the season.
First sack of the night for the Burros is 125 and ticking. Brings up 4th down as Watford
I'd
City.
almost like to say it's kind of how Dad used to do it, but I know Dad's probably watching, so I wouldn't want to say that.
As once again, Jason Hogue will be deep or back to punt, deep to receive is.
All I'm really saying is I'm old, Brady. I've seen these kids, their dads, and their moms, and
as the man that signs my paycheck, I'm just going to
say
no comment.
I'm so old, Radar, that I even remember you playing.
Again, no comment, as you are the man that signs my checks. As a penalty here, false start, back Watford City 5 yards. Their first penalty of the game so far.
Gallagher back to receive. Burrow should get great field position again.
Punt is away as that one is skied. As it'll bounce
high.
at the 30. Take a Burrow bounce as it's
26
touchdown, 26-yard line. As Jason Hogue, the punter, getting the punter touching down his own punt, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the Burros from the 25-yard line. Still 48.8 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well, what I'm going to say there is Hogue, great effort. The punter, standing 6-7 yards back in the end zone, hustles downfield, beats everybody there to play it right there at the 26. And then the Burros are saying, all right, 48 seconds to go. Get another one here right before halftime. Movement at the line with 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Movement on the left side of that line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 1st and 15. No time goes off the clock, of course, here. So Burrows, what is that, their 5th or 6th penalty in the first half?
6th penalty so far, totaling 35 yards for Hillsboro-Central Valley, as checking in receiver there for the first time calling him on the offensive side, Derek Cecil Bachnes, number 12. The second receiver along the near side, Nathan Rage, to the near side as well. Shotgun formation, Olson back to pass, looking. He'll fire it long, as it is tipped and incomplete as it went off of a corner, and then Cecil Bachnes bounces off his shoulder pads. It falls down to the turf, incomplete. Bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Cheddar on the breakup there. Played it well, coming over as the safety from the other side, and it still bounced off the player in Cecil Botness. 37 seconds to go. 2nd down and 15.
Rose will go I formation, split receivers. Mitchell, the tight end. Back to Hinkle. They'll give it to Cecil Bachnes. He'll cut up field to the 25-yard line. Gets the penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage, as that'll bring up 3rd down.
Clock continues to run. Burrows will come up. They'll get a snap off here before the first half comes to a completion.
Final 8 seconds as the Burros just will
Option
Running the
keeper
clock down.
here by
Olsen, he's got some
room.
space
Stiff
inside
arm.
the 20 to the 15. The 12-yard line. However, they'll run out of time as it's a gain of 12 for Riley Olsen. And that will do it for half number one. Golden Harvest, Tim Kazette, Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 26, Watford City 0. A great first half for the Burros. The way momentarily, we'll see if we can get a word with Coach O down on the sideline. Burke has got the head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Coach Olsen, wow, your guys, they got after it. I think they answered everything that you had asked them to do coming in the way it looked.
Yeah, so far we're doing well. We're communicating on the O-line. Our backs are running hard. We're able to get bunch of guys in there, getting a bunch of reps, and we'll continue to do that in the second half.
Looks like it starts, though, with the linemen, that there's just some rhythm and everybody's getting off the snap together this week.
Yeah, it is. It's better, and we talked about that during the week. And with this group, it's going to be adjustment time, and there's going to be adjustments made between games and during games. And so far, these guys are adjusting well and changing to how we want them to play.
This group can grow. It's a matter of how much they grow, and that starts here now in the second half, doesn't it?
Yeah, it starts with the leaders. Caden and Cody on the line, and Sam at quarterback, and the skill guys, and vice versa on defense. And those guys lead, the other guys will follow.
All right, good luck second half.
Thank you.
Head coach Scott Olsen joining us here on the halftime show from Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro, with Ryan Opdahl and Rich Gerke, your local Farmers Union Insurance agents. Halftime report when we come back on yourliveevent.com.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Findlay Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Findlay Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Findlay or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at findlaymotors.com.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, I said I want to move back to that small town so I could have small classes, small community, people are involved, people care about you.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean, everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsboro, North Dakota.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
When you're way, way out in farm country, right in the middle of harvest, there's nobody watching. No audience, no crowd, the only bright lights beam from a combine. And they're not pointing at you. All that's here is a field. It may not look like a place of glory, but there's still a winner. There's still a score. And for many farmers who planted golden harvest corn this year, victory is about to set in. Talk to Tim Kazette Seed Sales, 701-430-0877. There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Reach the half here on yourliveevent.com, our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report. We'll run down the scoring summary here for Hillsboro-Central Valley as they lead 26-0 on yourliveevent.com. Burros got it going early. Their first four possessions, all resulting in touchdowns for the Burros. 8:22 into the first quarter. Jay Slushik, a 4-yard touchdown run. As Parker Gallagher able to convert the PAT, it was 7-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley. Next drive, 2:23 remaining in the first quarter. Sam Preston keeps himself on the triple option. A 5-yard touchdown run. Gallagher with a PAT to make it 14-0, and that's the way we were through one quarter of play. Second quarter, much of the same for Hillsboro-Central Valley, as with 8:29 remaining in the first half. Jay Slushik, a 3-yard touchdown run. PAT attempt was no good to make it 20-0 in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Burros tack on one more as Riley Olson checking in at quarterback for the final couple of drives for a banged-up Sam Preston, just trying to keep him healthy for the remainder of the game. Try not to take any unnecessary hits. So Riley Olson keeps it himself on the option play, a 5-yard touchdown run. PAT was no good as that made it 26-0, as that is our halftime score. A 26-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley lead through 2 quarters of play. 2 quarters remaining here on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll finish tabulating up the first half stats. We'll bring them to you. That's coming up next on your Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Rich Gerke, Ryan Opdahl, halftime report coming up on yourliveevent.com.
District Health Unit has partnered with Trail County Schools to issue an SOS. It takes a team effort from players, coaches, parents, and fans to prevent COVID-19 outbreaks and save our favorite schools' sports seasons. The game plan is simple. Wear a face mask, stay home if you're sick, follow social distancing recommendations and quarantine guidelines. Keep you and those around you healthy this season. Let's all work together to save our sports seasons. For more information, visit the Trail Steel Joint Information Facebook page or contact Trail District Health Unit at 701-636-4424.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
On the lot at Norman County Implement, new equipment and new trades. Let's talk about this new lineup at Norman County Implement. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, 30-inch tracks, 6 remotes, save $80,000 due to versatile restrictions. I cannot tell you the selling price, but I can tell you you're going to save $80,000 on this 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570 at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk with Chuck O'Neill and get the details.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, as we'll run down our totals for our first half of play. We'll start with Hillsboro-Central Valley. For the Burros, total offense of 268 yards, 235 on the ground, 33 by way of the air, as the Burros are led in rushing by number 15, Jace Lushik. He has 9 carries for 89 yards and 2 touchdown runs. Kevin Mitchell, 8 carries for 68 yards. Riley Olson has got 4 carries for 42 yards. Sam Preston, 3 carries, 18 yards, including a touchdown. Cole Hebel with 2 carries for 11 yards, and Derek Cecil Bachnis, 1 carry for 7 yards. Also, Riley Olson, in addition to those 42 rushing yards, as well a touchdown run towards the end of the second quarter. Passing for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Sam Preston is 2 of 3 for 33 yards. Riley Olson is 0 for 2. Receiving for the Burros, Gannon Lemke, 2 catches for 33 yards. As those are your first half totals for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Now the first half totals for Watford City, really just unable to get anything going so far for the Wolves. Really any offense total is only 8 total yards of offense, all of them coming by way of the ground. They're led in rushing. Co-rushing leaders, Jason Oga with 1 carry for 5 yards. Same thing, Riley Boomer, 1 carry for 5 yards. Dakota Colucci, 6 carries for a total of 3 yards. And Mike Balkelman, 1 carry for -5 yards. So 8 total rushing yards for Watford City. Passing, it is Ike Balkelman. He is 0 for 3 so far in the first half. So again, Hillsboro-Central Valley come out firing here tonight. Out 260 yards more total offense through the first 2 quarters of play for the Burros as they lead the Watford City Wolves by a score of 26-0. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. More to come on our Farmers Union Insurance Farmers Union Insurance halftime report coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Pharmacy is open for all your pharmacy and healthcare needs. And don't forget to stop in and check out what's new in the gift department. You'll find lots of new fall decorations and giftware. Check out the new jewelry too. Hillsboro Drug and Gift encourages everyone to follow all of the CDC guidelines. Hillsboro Drug provides in-town delivery, and they do offer mail-out services for their customers too. Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com, as Jim Berkmeyer, the Burke, down on the field with the coach for Watford City, Justin Johnsrud.
Well, Coach, first half, certainly not the start you wanted out of your guys.
Oh, that's for sure. Having trouble getting some of our younger kids adjusted to the physical nature of varsity football. Beulah was a good test last week. We got a couple of kids that didn't see much action then, but they're learning by fire right now, that's for sure.
So what do you talk about here at halftime to get them, refocused and believing in themselves again for the second half to come out and do what they're capable of?
Well, like we talked, we haven't executed offensively very well at all. Had a drop pass and a couple of missed blocks, and really, a lot of this is on that. We just haven't moved the ball offensively and tried to keep the ball out of their hands, like I said at the beginning of the game. So it's time to dig down. Now you kind of see where their heart's at and how they come out in this second half.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Here we go, Coach Johnsrud for the Watford City Wolves halftime show from Farmers Union Insurance. Rich Gerke, Ryan Opdahl, your local agent serving the Hillsboro-Central Valley and surrounding area with your insurance needs. At the half, Hillsboro-Central Valley is leading Watford City with YourLiveEvent.com live and free subscription broadcast service tonight from Watford City. YourLiveEvent.com. Farmers Union Insurance halftime show continues.
To the Halstead Living Center and Heritage to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. If you're looking to upgrade your appliances, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro is the place to stop, as they have sales and service for all your major appliances: refrigerators, freezers, washers and dryers, stoves, dishwashers, and microwaves. Olson Hardware also now has in store the Amazing Rest mattress. It's a high-quality, affordable mattress designed to help you achieve amazing rest. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the Amazing Rest mattress. And don't forget about all of your general hardware items too at Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
back here, yourliveevent.com, as Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 26-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. We thank you again for watching our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report on yourliveevent.com. The first half, Hillsboro-Central Valley, 15 minutes, 31 seconds total time of possession, as that'll make it 12 minutes and 29 seconds time of possession for Watford City in the first half.
For the website will be posted on the Watford.
Brady, I want to say thank you to those that are watching and listening in tonight with yourliveevent.com. Appreciate the updates and hearing from you in your basements and out at Golden Lake, and others that are down in other states in Phoenix and Kentucky and all over watching tonight and listening in with yourliveevent.com. We appreciate it, and thank you so much to the advertisers, the businesses, the sponsors, the organizations who are helping to make all of this possible with our broadcast coverage for Hillsboro-Central Valley with yourliveevent.com. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. So sincerely, thank you. And if you're wondering about how you too can be involved to support the broadcasts, please let us know. You'll be able to click on the email, contact us here with yourliveevent.com.
Absolutely. If not already, on our YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow us social media, Your Live Event 1 on Twitter, as Parker Gallagher boots it away to begin the second half, as it's taken on a hop by Riley Boomer at the 4-yard line, going along the far side, past the 20, just shy of the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for the Wolves.
Special teams coverage again here for Hillsboro-Central Valley was in good position, and among those down there with the tackle is number 13, Justin Cecil Botness.
Watford City will begin the second half on offense.
What I want to see here, Brady, and I'm sure the Watford City coaching staff does as well, to see how these Wolves players get off the ball and if they're going to dig down and find some more about themselves in a positive way.
Absolutely. An I formation for Watford City. Didn't see much of this in the first half. Give is to Colucci. He'll barrel ahead past the 25. No, they'll mark it down at the 24-yard line. A gain of a couple brings up second down.
Ethan Arnegard, the center, was pulling there and getting out in front to throw some blocks. So he looked like he was ready to go. Running back, running hard there too for that 4-yard pickup. Second down and 6 just underway. Second half tonight. Burrows with their starting unit on the field to begin the second half.
As well, starting lineup for Watford City. We'll get you the names here after this play, as Bachman fakes the give, now rolls out under pressure, slips a tackle. Now he'll look to run down the sideline, lowers the shoulder near the sticks. We'll see where they mark it, but a flag is down, however, as well. At the 20-yard line, we'll wait on the penalty flag.
Yeah, it's back where the quarterback was scrambling around a block in the back, illegal block there for Watford City. Tough break because the quarterback, Bockelman, he really did what he could to make a lot out of that and get some positive yardage, but unfortunately for the Wolves, the illegal block will bring it all back. Wolves also, they wanted the penalty flag thrown on the far side where that tackle was made. It was, a big, hard lift you up and put you down. So the Burros are also saying, we were physical first half. We're going to stay physical. And this Hillsboro-Central Valley team, from week 1 to so far tonight in week 2, Brady, they have grown up. They really have. And I mean that with all positive, football comments, football sense behind it. They really have matured in 1 week.
Second down and long for Watford City. Throwback screen to Colucci is in and out of the hands, incomplete, as that'll make it third down.
Yep, incomplete, and right there, linebacker in the backfield to be there in position, and we saw that last week too. The Burros, they were in position, just weren't making the tackles all of the time. This week, tackling is much better, and they're in that continued pursuit. And just really flowing to the ball defensively. What'd you say at halftime on the Farmers Union Insurance halftime? They only gave up, 8 total yards?
Yep, eight total rushing yards for Watford City. No passing yards, so 8 yards of total offense for the Wolves in half number 1. As Bockelman rolling out to the near side, looking to pass, as it is intercepted. Cotton with the interception at the 25-yard line. He'll be stopped there as it's an interception. Alex Cotton with his first interception of the year.
Well, Alex, I was watching him from my vantage point here on the field as I'm standing back at the opposite 40-yard line with social distancing and all of that. I was just watching as Dryberg had drifted back, then kind of came up and was really eyeing that quarterback. And Cotton stayed back here, saw where the receiver was, moved a step to his right, took a look, came back to his left, saw where the ball was going, made the pick there, and, it kind of slipped a little bit, but then he brought it in and gets the INT. Bobbled snap here. Olsen in the center. Fumble on the play as I took the broadcast away from you, Brady. My apologies. It'll be the Wolves. They'll get it right back.
So back-to-back plays, back-to-back turnovers as the quarterback center exchange unable to
Just not
connect
clean
for Hillsboro-Central Valley. So a fumble lost.
Be almost like watching you do laundry. It wouldn't always come out clean.
Check that. Hillsboro's football.
As no, they'll give it to Hillsboro.
Burrow's got it back. Okay.
Hillsboro-Central Valley. The officials pointed.
Hit the rinse cycle. It comes out clean. Wash it again. It's good.
Official pointed to Watford City. They talked it over. They'll say it's Borough football as Lushik with the pitch, looking for a block.
Nice tackle.
And
nice
a great open field tackle as he's stood up at the 15. A short gain brings up third down.
Yeah, first there for the Wolves. That's what they want to see out of themselves. Riley Boomer laid a little bit of a boomer hit there, and then it was Hogue. Hogue was so active last week. He was on film all week long, and there he comes in and he lowers the shoulder pads. Wolves, they want to see more of that out of their young football team.
Third down and 8 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Olsen under center as
officials time. Watford City takes the timeout.
Watford City with their first charge timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 9:49 remaining in the third quarter. Hillsboro-Central Valley 26, Watford City 0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Right implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair, and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Out of the Watford City timeout, their first one charged of the half. It'll be third down and 8 for Hillsboro-Central Valley at the 15-yard line. The Burros lead 26-0. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. As update here on our other game on yourliveevent.com as they're just reaching halftime here halftime in Hope as Finley Sharon Hope Page leads Tri-State by a score of 14-12 at the half. That can be found on yourliveevent.com as well.
Yeah, we knew that was going to be a good game, and of course next week Finley Sharon Hope Page they play Mayport CG. We'll see what happens tonight, but yeah, Tri-State, Finley Sharon Hope Page, both in that 9-man region, both going to be in that upper half. So they're early in their season, week 3. Good football game as expected.
They're down for the Burros. They'll fake it to Hebo. They'll give it to Lushik. Has a big hole, cuts inside, and he's in. Touchdown. 15 yards. Jace Lushik is the third rushing touchdown of the night.
Nice. N-I-C-E. Olsen with the great ball fake, and then the blocking up front. Watch that film, hit rewind, and see it again and again, and you boys are doing one HCV job out there right now.
As once again, back to attempt the PAT is Parker Gallagher. Riley Olsen will hold for the Burro. Snap, spot, kick is up on its way, and it is good. PAT is good. As with 8:58 remaining in the third quarter, Hillsboro-Central Valley leads Watford City by a score of 33-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help you with all of your building projects. Are you building something new? Doing some remodeling? Maybe adding a deck? Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete it. Along with the materials, they can give you a free estimate. If you need help in planning your project, let the professionals at Hillsboro Lumber assist you. They have the expertise and professional service to help you. For all of your building or remodeling projects, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
8:57 remaining in the third quarter as Hillsboro-Central Valley now leads 33-0. So running time will be in effect now as the lead over 30
You know what, Radar?
points.
I just received a text message that somebody said, you know what? We just hit that subscribe button.
Well, hey, thank you. We appreciate that. All the more subscribers again. Be
And they said,
notified
Burke, you're right. Radar's right too. It's free.
Glad we could be able to provide this free coverage there for you. All games throughout this season on yourliveevent.com as Gallagher again with the deep boot. It'll bounce inside the 5, cross the goal line for a touchback as Watford City will take over from the 20.
That kickoff there was headed towards the north entrance of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Once that cleared that one hill right there, and it had like 78 more hills to go over, but it was going to get there. We drove by that today, Brady, but I think you might have been sleeping.
No, I was awake. It was a beautiful sight. Glad to be able to see that. Never seen the north end of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. I've been to the south end out by Medora, but first chance in the
we saw
north
some
side.
oil rigs. Some were pumping, some were not. You can see it's starting to pick up out here again. The real hot spot for the oil, just go here between Watford City and Newtown. That's where you're going to see it.
Welcome in the shotgun option play. He'll pitch it out to Jason Hoga as he will go along the far sideline, stay in bounds, past the first down sticks. It's a 12-yard gain and a Wolf first down.
Nice run. That's their longest, play from scrimmage tonight that's been accepted or allowed. Maybe they had one earlier with a penalty, but they got 12 yards there. It's more than what they had the entire first half. Burroughs had good pursuit as a defensive team going there, but it was really the execution on the Wolves side. They were able to turn the corner and get that 12-yard gain and a first down. Is that what, their first down of the night?
Yeah, that is what I have, barring and excluding a penalty.
Yeah.
Yes, their first down of the night as shotgun. They'll give it to Colucci up the middle. Not much going. He'll keep the
Paston was
feet
there.
driving. Maybe a yard, but again, Caden Passion read it out well and stops him for no gain.
Yeah, Paston, he read that. He was coming to plug the hole there, and Cody Hewitt, though, really read it. At right defensive end, he kind of slanted off and shrugged the would-be block aside and said, I'm here to make this play. Then Caden Paston said, you wear 58, I wear 59. We'll put it all together, and let's just make the stop here after a 1-yard pickup.
So second down and 9 for the Wolves. High formation. They'll give it in the middle.
Going nowhere, but backwards.
A loss on the play as Jason Hoga really nowhere to go. He'll lose 2 on the play.
Was that to be
loss of 3?
Was that to be a misdirection, or was it that the quarterback turned right and the running back was going for a handoff left, or was it to be left and they went right, or was the second hand to the first hand, or what here? Central time or Mountain time?
Yeah, definitely just some miscommunication there between the quarterback and fullback. Is nothing going down there. It's third down and long for Watford City as Ackerman back in shotgun formation. Colucci right next to him.
Good pressure again.
Look to pass. He'll get it away. Lobs it up.
Nice
incomplete.
defense.
In and out of the hands of Canyon Cheddar. It's incomplete, and that'll bring up fourth down for Watford City.
29 of the Burros.
I think that was 25. They announced 29 here at the stadium. It was 25. Jack Paulsrud, he had a sack earlier tonight, and or was it Dryberg 26? The 2-6 or the 2-5, looking similar out there
Punting formation for the Wolves.
from a distance, but they were in position again.
Set to receive.
As Jason Oga will be
for the
back once
Burros.
again to punt. Gallagher deep to receive. Punt is off. This one will bounce at the 43-yard line, take a Watford City bounce, and it'll roll past the 30, still in bounds as it will be touchdown at the 26-yard line where Hillsboro-Central Valley will take over first and 10 from there.
Well, Hillsboro-Central Valley leading 33-0, 5:46 remaining in the third quarter.
As requested by Akira Holmes.
As we
And
get
again,
some
I just
Lee
want to say
Greenwood.
thank you to the Watford City athletic department and their staff and everybody out here for just the communications and the wonderful accommodations. They've really taken care of us, honestly, for the last 2 weeks. They've been in communications with us and have really made it very easy for us here. So we thank them so much.
Absolutely. A great facility they have here as Lee Greenwood plays in between the break. A little proud to be an American playlist going here from Watford City as Hillsboro-Central Valley 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll give it up the middle. Cut back inside as a good first down run there for Derek Cecil Bachnes. He'll get 9 on the carry.
Yeah, Bachnes, he gets to carry the rock here a little bit, and we're going to see some more different personnel coming in. Limke goes out as Pete Dryberg is in now, and we got Rage out here to the right side. Got Johnson, Aaron Johnson at right tackle. At right guard is Jaime Martinez. The center, I think that's Adrian Valdez, 77. Yep, Olsen takes the snap.
As they'll give it.
The Wolves, Hogue, he's become very active second half defensively as he got his nose in there again for another tackle, and I think Eduardo Garza was in there as well, a defensive lineman.
Henkel with the carry. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more for Devin Henkel on his first carry of the game as Justin Cecil Bachnes will check in wide receiver. He'll bring the play into the huddle. Check wide receiver to the far side as Cotton to the near side.
Willison at left guard. And
high formation for the Burros. They'll fake it to Henkel as Olsen will take it. He'll just follow his blockers. Bust through a hole as he'll get the first down and more as he'll get 9 yards of his own to move the chains for a Burro first down.
Yeah, hard run, and that left tackle now is Devin Johnson. So got the other guys in here and doing a nice job on that offensive line for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Late here in the third quarter, 3:50 to play, leading 33-0 on the road at Watford City. See Alex Cotton coming as a receiver. He'll go out wide left side as I'm looking at it from down in the field here. And to the near right side is Justin Cecil Botness.
Riley Olsen, 6 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown for the Burro quarterback. Shotgun formation. Olsen on a direct QB run as he'll break a tackle. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, stretch forward, able to get a yard out of a play that really was broken from the start. So second down and 9 for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Just watching here is some personnel going in and out. Jack Paulsrud again comes back in. Watford City staying with that 4-down defensive line. Burros have put up a lot of yards tonight, leading 33-0. This is the longest field that they've had to go, though, tonight, starting at their own 26.
Clock under 3 minutes and ticking. Give up the middle as he'll bounce it out to the outside. Derek Cecil Bachnes into Wolf territory as he'll get to the 46-yard line.
Ball carried by Derek Cecil.
And as a gain of about 7 brings up third down and a short 2.
High tackle there brings down Cecil Botness.
Ian Lewis, initial hit for the Wolves.
So third down and
inches.
Third down and a short 1.
Just a few inches, yep.
Really third down and inches as 25 Jack Paulsrud. He'll check in to bring the play to the huddle. As 2 tight ends as Paulsrud as well as 14 Peter Dryberg. On to the far side, the receiver. Henkel and Cecil Bachnes in the backfield. Olsen, triple option, fakes the give. He'll cut it up field as he'll get to the first down line as he'll gain. Give him 4 and a Burro first down.
Yeah, good blocking on that left side, and Olsen just able to, tuck it in and go and take that read. Easy read there. You only need a few inches. You're going to take that. You'll take 4 yards and move the chains.
A first down and 10 for Watford City. For Hillsboro-Central Valley at the Watford City 42-yard line. As Olsen surveys the defense, looking to use up some play clock. Triple option, pitch on the ground, but Cecil Bachnes able to get it, but nowhere to go as he's wrapped up in the backfield as Canyon
And
Cheddar
Brent
on the
Rowe
initial
teed up
hit.
for a
Finished there by
tackle for
Brent
a
Rowe,
loss.
and it will be second down as it looks like a burrow down on the sidelines. And that is number 12, Derek Cecil Bachnis. A little bit slow to get up.
Yeah, he wants to get up, but he's going to go down. He's going to stay down. Trainers will come out. He's in some pain here. We'll let them assess it. We'll see if we can get an injury update here after the timeout. 1:29 to play in the third. Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard, 33-0. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads at Watford City tonight with yourliveevent.com. We'll be back.
Larson.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Cecil Bachnis able to be helped off to the field. He's being looked out over on the Burrow sideline. It's second down and 14 for Hillsboro-Central Valley as Raleigh Olson in the shotgun formation, as looks like we'll have a timeout called by Hillsboro-Central Valley. That'll be their first timeout with 1:11 to play in the third quarter, as we'll keep it here as we'll bring Burke down in here. And Burke, really this opportunity here for Hillsboro-Central Valley here in the second half. A great opportunity to get some of the freshmen, the sophomores, some valuable game experience here tonight.
Well, it certainly is, especially when you drive this far, when you drive by bus 7 hours. And for the few fans that were able to get out here, and for those that are at home watching here with yourliveevent.com, absolutely get everybody out here to enjoy the ride, the trip back home. Do it as a team, do it as a Burrow football family, and in the big picture, gaining experience and snaps and getting that experience, and not only for the younger ones, but there's been a lot of snaps here by what I'm going to say is the number 2s. But this team this year, so much depth that it's going to be throughout the season fluid. There's going to be a lot of guys playing.
Peyton Beliles as well as Justin Cecil Bachnis, the receivers to the near side, kind of the far side, as in motion on the fly sweep to Cecil Bachnis, as he'll be dragged down at the original line of scrimmage at the 42-yard line. There is a penalty flag out along the right about where he got tackled. We'll see maybe a block on the one of either the receivers or a tight end, and as we'll see if they bring it back.
Yeah, they're looking. The trainer is here at the ankle area of Derek Cecil Bachnis right now. Here on the sideline.
As we will have a holding call on Hillsboro-Central Valley. That is their second penalty of the half.
Well, let's just keep the rest of this game crisp, clean, and keep the clock moving, and load the bus, the plane, and head back east.
8th penalty overall for Hillsboro-Central Valley, 45 yards, as after the penalty, it'll bring it back into Burrow territory at the 48-yard line. Clock 50 seconds and ticking remaining in the quarter.
Second and 20, 45 seconds to play, third quarter.
Olson in the shotgun formation, ankle the tight end behind him as a direct quarterback run. He'll bounce it out to the outside. Stiff arms a man, keeps the feet moving as they'll get to the 45-yard line as a late flag thrown. We'll check on the penalty. Was a 7-yard rush for Olson, as we'll have a horse collar tackle on Watford City.
Illegal
That's been close a few other times, and that time it certainly did get wrapped inside that collar, and penalty against the Wolves will move the ball deeper into Watford City territory.
It was an 8-yard gain for Olson, as they'll mark off the penalty yardage. they'll keep going as
to the 29.
They'll give it a 15-yard penalty and a Borough first down. Third penalty for Watford City. 3 penalties for 30 yards for the Wolves as Hillsboro-Central Valley first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Olsen on pistol formation for the Burros. Gone to the near side. As well as I believe Beliles to the far side. Quick option play. Olsen will shot a tackle, spins, breaks another tackle, now busting it to the inside. He's got room inside the 10, the 5, and he's in. Riley Olsen, 29 yards for the Borough touchdown.
Well, that was a determined run. You're not going to go down with a little arm tackle or whatever. Riley proved that, and he tucked it in and turned and twisted and scampered and runs the clock out in the process as well and gets the Burros up 39-0 here at the end of the third.
So Riley Olsen, his second touchdown run, goes 29 yards, so now 9 carries for 93 yards for the Borough quarterback.
They're going to go for 2 here on this conversion attempt. Coach Walsh sending in the special teams play here with Braden Walsh, and Braden will go after that left end spot. Cotton's split out right, and Belial's split out far left.
39-0 in favor of Hillsboro-Central. They'll go for 2. Olsen under center, option play, as he'll keep it nowhere to go as he's dragged down in the backfield and thrown down at the 7. 2-point conversion fails.
And Cheddar there as well for Watford City.
So the 2-point conversion fails, but we've reached the end of the third quarter on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 39, Watford City 0 on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Gallagher will kick it off for Hillsboro-Central Valley as they now lead 39-0 as we begin the fourth quarter. As once again for Watford City, number 20, Riley Boomer, and number 5, Jason Hoga will be deep to receive for the Wolves. As Gallagher's kick is away, it bounces at the 29, angling towards the sideline and out of bounds, as it will be a free kick out of bounds.
And a beanbag down on that play.
And Watford City will take over from the 35, first down and 10.
Yeah, well, the fourth quarter here, and Hillsboro-Central Valley with the big lead on the road, trying to get their second win in as many weeks and try to get their second straight shutout. Next week, Hillsboro-Central Valley will be on the road at Bismarck St. Mary's. It'll only be half the trip there, Brady.
Yeah, as I was joking with you here earlier on the ride, last year's road trip to Beulah made me kind of long for that road trip as the
you saw that sign today. You said, "Oh man, I wish we could go back to Beulah."
Absolutely. I saw the turnoff, and I thought to myself, "Oh wait, we still got 2 more hours to go on this road trip."
Yeah.
The first down and 10 for the Wolves. As Baucom in the quick screen out pass to Riley Boomer as he'll angle towards the far sideline out to midfield as the first completed catch for Watford City goes for 24 yards and a first down.
I was never so excited today, 3 hours into the drive, to reach over to the passenger seat and tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, Brady, we're halfway there."
And then I just said,
"Are we there yet?" A good performance here by Hillsboro-Central Valley, though, tonight. They have come ready to play, and they've learned from week one, learned here again, and the learning will continue. And out in Bismarck against St. Mary's next week, that'll be interesting. It's going to be a fun night.
2 receivers to the near side for Watford City. They'll give it to Colucci. He'll bounce to the outside, hard. Now bounce to the inside, past the 40 to the 37-yard line, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Alec Magnuson comes up with the tackle for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and you see the leadership here on this Hillsboro-Central Valley sideline is some just down from the team here outside of the team box, and as they're talking here and encouraging everybody out on the field, hey, keep making plays, stay there, do your job, and just continuing to encourage.
First down and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, Hebel came off a little bit shaken up here. I don't know if it's the one arm or elbow area or what.
Bachman looking to pass it as it's picked off, intercepted. Peyton Beliles, he's going the other way, still on his feet to the 40. Out to midfield, not going down easy. He'll be thrown down at the 49-yard line as an interception and a big return for number 1, Peyton Beliles. As
great return, too. Beliles he took off and showed the speed and showed good energy there. Read the pass well as a defensive back, and the second interception tonight by that Borough defense.
Second turnover indeed by Hillsboro-Central Valley, both coming up with interceptions.
What are they now on the season? About +5, +6 through 2 weeks in the turnover department?
4th interception in 2 games for Hillsboro-Central Valley as well. As Hillsboro-Central Valley will take over at midfield. As Andrew Doolum will be the quarterback for Hillsboro-Central Valley. He'll give it to Henkel up the middle as he'll plunge forward for a gain of 2. Make it 2nd down and 8 for the Burros. Andrew Doolum, a new quarterback, a sophomore for Hillsboro-Central Valley, getting his first snaps under center this season.
Cole Hebel, that might be a little bit of the bicep muscle area or whatever that he's experienced some of that before. Just chatted with him briefly here.
Doolum under
Trainer
center.
Talking to him now.
High formation as the pitch is to Beliles. He'll cut it inside, now cut it back to the outside to the 41 as he's dragged down there, but able to get a gain of 7. And it'll bring up 3rd down and short for the Burros.
Yeah, hard run off to that right side. Brady, I'll allow you to get out the lineman names with some different numbers and faces and bodies out there. Now a couple of others come in. I'll tell you that Alec Magnuson and Logan Evans are coming in, while the Johnsons of Devin and Aaron are coming out, and a few others too. So everybody's going to get in here.
Alec Magnuson, Caleb Adelstad coming in on this play on the lineman for Hillsboro-Central Valley is 3rd down and short for the Burros. Clock 7:45 and ticking as Doolum will go up the middle on the triple option. Saw a hole, went through it, and able to pick up a first down on a 7-yard rush.
Andrew Dullum.
Andrew Doolum. Andrew picks up first down yardage.
Walsh will come back in. Coming out is Justin Cecil, botanist.
55, Logan Evans in as well.
Michael Longthorne now comes in too. 7:20 to play in the ball game tonight.
1st and 10 for the
We're going to
Burros.
end this thing with still light skies. The Great West.
Give his to Beliles.
Ooh, big hit.
They'll get to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard, but not much more for Beliles.
Braden Johnston on the hit there for the Wolves.
Braden Johnston. Stop.
2nd down and 9 as Justin Cecil Bachman checking back in to get the play. It looks like after this play, another host of Borough offensive linemen huddled up by Coach Scott Olson to get their first action of the night in as well. Pitch to Belials. Going to work to the far side as he's dragged down, wrapped down, and tackled as Jason Oga reading it well and stopping it for a loss. As a loss of 2 on the play.
Well, Hogue again making plays for Watford City throughout the first couple weeks. No doubt he's one of their leaders.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for Hillsboro-Central Valley as Michael Longthorn will check back in, deliver the play. Clock under 6 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Rose looking to wrap it up and go 2-0 on the season. Zoom looking to pass. He'll fire it. It's caught at the 30-yard line, spinning inside, close to the sticks, as Peter Dryberg with a 10-yard reception.
How about that throw, though, by Adulam? Stood in there and just rifled that thing right in there. Quick route, quick pass, executing and performing here tonight. Everybody for Hillsboro-Central Valley going to get out on the football field before this one's over.
So 4th down and 2 for the Burros, as they'll keep the offense in. As Justin Cecil-Bachnis will deliver in the play. Tight sets by the Burros as Doom looking back to pass. Still looking as now he'll fire as incomplete as pressure coming from the inside, as it looked like Ethan Arnegard able to bat the hand, able to disrupt the pass as it falls incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
And the ball, I believe, will go over to the Wolves on downs. Yes.
Yeah, well, it'll turn over on downs, so the Wolves defense holds, and that gets some excitement from their fans here tonight. 4:28, clock running, 4th quarter. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading 39-0 with YourLiveEvent.com.
78, Dylan Foss checking in his first game time action here tonight. Also, Ethan Deringer checking in on the line. 57, Angel Valdez, the defensive line as well, as first down and 10 for Watford City at the 27-yard line. As Balkelman will be under center, he'll give it to Colucci. Up the middle, running hard, lowers the shoulder, past the 40 to the 44-yard line.
Dakota Colucci
as a gain of 16.
For the Wolves.
Colucci with the run for Watford City, as he said in the Burros. Dylan Mitzel gets there with the tackle.
So new set of downs for Watford City. 42, Devin Hankel. Number 9, Aaron Cooper. 18, Braden Walsh. 19, Michael Longthorn as well, defensively for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1st and 10. Give to Colucci along the outside. He's wrapped up, spin thrown down behind as Jack Paulsrud with the tackle. Give him a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Paulsrud's been in a lot of plays tonight.
Paulsrud.
Also out here for the Burros, Dylan Foss, 78, and 64, Ian Deringer.
79, Mark Madsen checking in as well on the offensive line.
Aaron Cooper, number 9.
14, Peter Dryberg at the
2nd 9 for the
linebacker
Wolves.
spot. Clock 2.5 minutes remaining in the game as Bachman rolling out looking to pass. He'll fire as it's caught by Hoga as he's still on his feet. Breaks a couple tackles inside the 20. 10-5 as he's in. Touchdown. As a 56-yard catch and run as Jason Hoga will take it to the house to put Watford City on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Hoga, continuing to play hard despite being on the wrong side of the scoreboard for he and his Wolf teammates, but playing the game because you love the game and playing hard, and to give him credit for breaking some tackles along the way. And some of the younger guys for Hillsboro-Central Valley, they'll learn from that. They'll see that on film. They were there in position and just couldn't, make that tackle, but they'll learn from that. And when you're young and whatever, it's part of what it's about.
As the PAT attempt is up and no good from Canyon Cheddar, as the PAT just short. So on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazat seed sales scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley 39, Watford City 6, as we'll keep it here with a minute 38 remaining. And, for Watford City, good on them. A tough game here tonight, at least something late in the game maybe to tip their hat on. Still plenty of the season to play, obviously. No region contest left, so in a wide open West division here for Class 2A football, definitely if they could string together a couple wins, definitely a potential playoff candidate. There are the Wolves later on this season.
Oh yeah, the West. There's opportunities for this Wolves team. In this West schedule. So I think if they stay healthy and they keep improving, and some of the youth as they gain experience, they'll be all right. Just got to keep believing and stick with it. And, coaches are coaching them up, and the young men are learning. And you know what? Think about this, though, in the big picture of where we're at with what's going on. Look at this. We have now played 2 weeks of football. Some states have played 0.
Absolutely. Just talking, I know that's something that coaches, athletes, athletic directors, parents have all just said, more than anything else. They're just thankful that they get to be on the field and have a football season.
Broadcasters have said it.
Absolutely. I've said that many times, as Cheddar with the kick deep as it's taken at the 15-yard line, as angling towards the near side. Aaron Cooper on the return to the 31-yard line.
And Dakota Clucci brings him down. How about in the state of Michigan? They had said a few weeks ago, no high school football. Just the other day, they changed that. High school league in Michigan said, we're going to play football.
Under 90 seconds, 87 seconds remains as Hillsboro-Central Valley. Just a couple of quick handoffs here, as that should wrap up the game, as clock now begins to run again, as well as still a differential of more than 30 points.
I'm going to check in with a couple of players here, so I'm going to mute my mic.
As Dulom under center, he'll give it up the middle. Belial's running hard down past the 35 to the 36, as Peyton Belial's with a 5-yard run. Clock now under a minute remaining in the game. Again, appreciate you joining us here on yourliveevent.com, wherever you're watching. Unable to make the long trek out. Here are the final 45 seconds. We mentioned there our executive producer, Mark Forseth, celebrating a birthday. Also want to say happy birthday to my mother, Rebecca Siebels, as her birthday is tomorrow. As Mom, don't worry, I won't say how old. I'll just say 47, add maybe a couple of digits as well. Dulom will give it to Belial's up the middle. He'll get out past the 45 to the 46, as it's a gain of 8 and a first down. So 10 seconds remaining. Hillsboro-Central Valley will not have to snap the ball once again, as coaches shaking hands, telling each other a good job, as that will do it, as a clock hits triple digits, and Hillsboro-Central Valley, they will advance to 2-0 on the season. Watford City will fall to 0-2, as it's a final here on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazat seed sales scoreboard. It's Hillsboro-Central Valley 39, Watford City 6, your final on yourliveevent.com. Stick around, our post-game report comes up next on yourliveevent.com.
It's back to school time. The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools welcome back students for a new school year. While things may be a bit different this year, the main goal remains the same: bringing our youth a quality education while making sure all students, teachers, and staff stay healthy and safe. If you're wondering what the new school year will look like, be sure to check out the Return to Learning guidelines at both the Hillsboro School website, hillsboroK12.com, and the Central Valley School website, centralvalleynd.com.
RDK Enterprises asks you this sweet question. Do you want to plant high sugar and high tonnage varieties in the same field with the push of a button? Talk to Chris, Shane, or Derek about MSET from Precision Planting. MSIT is speed tube compatible and can be installed on most planters. For information, contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley with the 39-6 victory to improve to 2-0 on the young season. Hillsboro-Central Valley got it started early, got it started off, and throughout the first three sets of quarters, has 2 touchdowns in each of the first 3 quarters. It got started early on, 8:22 left in the first quarter. Jace Lushik, a 4-yard touchdown run. Parker Gallagher with the PAT to make it 7-0. Later on, 2:23 left in the first quarter. Sam Preston, a 5-yard touchdown run. Gallagher with the PAT. It was 14-0 after 2 quarters. Much of the same in quarter number 2, as with 8:29 remaining in the second quarter. Jace Lushik, a 3-yard touchdown run. PAT attempt failed, and it was 20-0. For halftime, Hillsboro-Central Valley able to tack on one more, as Riley Olson coming into the game for a little bit of a banged-up Sam Preston, just wanting to keep number 5 for the Bros a little bit healthy here, not wanting to take any unnecessary hits. So Riley Olson took over for the final drive in the first half, as he capped off the drive with a 5-yard touchdown run, as it was 26-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley after one half of play. Third quarter, Hillsboro-Central Valley able to keep it rolling, as Jace Lushik, a 15-yard touchdown run, and a Parker Gallagher PAT made it 33-0. And on the final play of quarter number 3, Riley Olson able to break free on a run for a 29-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion failed, and it was 39-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley after 3 quarters of play. Watford City, though, credit to them, they did not quit. They played tough all 4 quarters, and they were able to get on the scoreboard with 2 minutes remaining, as Jason Alga able to catch a pass out in the flat, take it 56 yards for the touchdown, get them on the scoreboard. The PAT failed, and your final score ended up being 39-6 in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Your final on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, in the Burros advance to 2-0 on the season, as it's a big one coming up next Friday night, as they will travel to Bismarck St. Mary's. It's the 1 versus 3 in the state, as the Burros will take on the Saints here in a big early season matchup, what could also potentially be a playoff preview, as 2 of the favorites in Class 2A football. Of course, the Burros and the Saints, they met up in the semifinals last season. So an excited game. Don't worry, we'll have that for you as well on yourliveevent.com. As down on the field, Burke is motioning, trying to get a couple of players to join him, as we'll send it down to Jim Burkmeyer down on the field with some Burro athletes celebrating their victory here tonight to go to 2-0.
Well, thank you, Brady. And yeah, we are with yourliveevent.com on the post-game following the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burro victory on the road at Watford City. Caden Pashton here. Caden, congrats on the victory tonight. And my hat off to you and your teammates also. From week 1 to week 2, I said on the broadcast tonight that I really thought, and I say this respect and positively, you guys really matured and grew up as a football team.
Yeah, the communication on the O-line today was stellar. It was a big improvement from last week. And obviously the scoreboard said so, yeah.
Okay, I was going to ask you to talk a little bit about that on the O-line. You being one of the veterans, you are a leader on this team. what did change, or just, what brought forward other than the hard work this week in practice and watching things on film, but just describe and share with us really what was going on out there on the O-line as you were communicating so much better.
Yeah, as you said, it was much more vocal. Everyone was making the right reads, the right calls, making the right blocks, and obviously blocking to the whistle.
It looked to me from the sideline that there was just less confusion this week. I'm not saying there was or wasn't last week. I don't know, but it was different.
Yeah, we started the week with a not so good practice. Coach wasn't too happy about that, but we stepped it up later in the week, got in the playbook, looked over film a few more times, and obviously it paid off tonight.
How about the defensive side? Talk about the effort there again by you and your teammates.
Yeah, once again, watching film really helped there. We filled the holes hard. D-line got in there, and it was just textbook defense.
Tackled better though, didn't you?
Yeah. We wrapped up, shoulder through the hips. It was a good defensive day too.
Caden, thanks. Enjoy the 7-hour ride back home.
Yeah, will do. Thanks.
You bet. Caden Pashton also out here with us tonight following the Borough victory over Watford City as the starting quarterback here. Sam Preston for the Burrows. Sam, I'm not going to talk about everything, but I'm just going to say it was good to see you out on the field tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Was kind of a last-second decision. Wasn't sure if I was going to play or not, and I just told myself, you're a senior, you never know. This could be the last game. We got to go out there and do it for my guys, because that's what it's all about, just doing it for your brothers, and we got the win tonight.
Talk some about the leadership there. You put it on yourself and on your teammates as well. It's not only one, it's everybody. But I think there was a different mindset by this team this week compared to last week. As you heard me say to Caden, your teammate, I just really thought that you guys matured and grew up as a football team from week 1 to week 2.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we got a lot of juniors that didn't play varsity last year, and that first game you could tell that it showed. And we stepped it up this week in practice, and we brought it. Guys watched film, and today it was awesome. And credit Caden. He was on the line. He was calling out everything, and I was like, oh, he knows what he's doing. He's controlling the line of scrimmage, and that helped me because then I could communicate it to the backs. And communication was great tonight for sure.
Blocks were maybe a little bit first step better too, but also the guys behind you, they ran hard last week, but tonight I thought they just said, we're just going. I mean, we see the hole, we're going to get there.
100%. Yeah, blocking was great. Cole, he worked his butt off. He was getting great blocks as a fullback, and Jace runs hard. I mean, he might not be the fastest or the strongest guy all the time, but he runs hard, and he's gonna run you over.
So 3 quarters tonight, you get to sit back and do a little quarterback coaching there. What were you telling Riley when he'd come to the sideline?
I just told him that just play hard. That's all he had to do. He's a good player. He's young. He's gonna make mistakes. He made a couple tonight, but at the end of the day, he played very well tonight, and I'm proud of him. He played very well.
A good win in the big picture for you guys tonight, wasn't it? Forget the scoreboard, but I'm talking about just starting to do the little things more often in a better way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This was a great confidence booster. I could see it just on the guys' faces after this win. Everybody felt a lot better. Grafton, it was a good win, but we felt like we had a lot to improve on, and I think we took a big leap forward this week, and got to take another leap in practice this week because Bismarck St. Mary's, it's going to be another long road trip, and we got to bring it there. They're a good team this year.
Sam, thank you so much. We'll see you next Friday night in Bismarck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Sam Preston, starting quarterback here among the leaders of this Borough team, and also joining us here tonight, and going to bring some high energy, and we're going to get you a T-shirt here later on, so just hang around a second or two, and we'll throw one outside the window for you. Jay Sleshik, congrats on the win and on your effort and your teammates' efforts. You guys got it done. Talk about this one tonight, please.
Yeah, it's a really important win. Last week, like Sam said, we didn't feel like we did all we could do. Came out with fire, and it really helped us.
A little more fire then, and just the attitude of we can be better, but maybe we need to play with some of that confidence because we're okay.
Yeah, the O-line did an amazing job today and made it so easy for me to run and score touchdowns, and it's always good when you can see the wide open field, and it's just a really good field.
As you see those holes, but did you feel that you Maybe tonight got there a little bit quicker too?
Yeah, I definitely ran a lot better today, and hopefully we do the same thing next week. That's what we're planning on doing.
How about defensively? How did you feel about the effort there of everybody?
Yeah, we did. We played really good defensively, but next week Bismarck St. Mary's really good. Gotta be even better next week.
What do you take out of this game tonight that was overall the biggest improvement that you keep building upon?
I think we just improved on offense so much more, and that's just a huge confidence booster. And come out next week, fire again.
Sleshik, thanks again. I appreciate it. Good luck and enjoy the ride home.
Thank you.
I'm Jay Sleshik. Tell you what, if you want to make your way over towards that window there, Brady will throw you down a T-shirt or something. That's our 3 players tonight that we visit with. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they get the victory at Watford City. As we're on the post-game report and on the field with Hillsboro-Central Valley head coach Scott Olson. Scott, able to talk with 3 of your players representing the team tonight in their leadership roles and with their efforts. This is a ball game, though, that I think from week 1 to week 2, I made the comment in the broadcast. I said it to a couple of these players. I really thought this team grew up, matured as a football team from week 1 to week 2.
Yeah, we had to. We get that first game under our belt for a lot of new guys, and it's a chance for them to redeem themselves, and they responded to the challenge.
So as they came out and did the things, it started right away tonight. That was impressive because after a long ride out here.
Yeah, it was 7 hours exactly, and with a couple stops and some scenic views, and I was excited how they came off the bus. They were ready to go, and offensive first series, we kind of smashed down their throats, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Caden talked about how the line was communicating so much better. Did you think, though, that they were also, and maybe the communications help, but you've talked before about that first step. They appeared to be a little bit first step quicker tonight. Were they?
Yeah, I think giving confidence and knowing who they're supposed to go to, and how we game planned it, and it was fun to watch those guys. You got Jaime standing over and looking over to see what Dylan's going to call. I'm like, we can't give it away that much. And but it was good. It was good communication, and we'll see how good they did on film, and we're full of the mistakes and do well. We'll praise them.
How about defensively? Talk about the effort there again of the guys.
Better tackling. They have two decent backs that run hard and physical, and I thought we did well. It was surrounding the ball and keeping on the ball carry in our cup so we can pursue the ball. And I thought our tackling was better, and it was almost got that shutout right to the end, but that's all right. And but overall, I thought our tackling was the best that we had this year so far, and hopefully get better next week.
2 weeks in a row, I think for the most part, positioning has been okay. I thought I saw though tonight that even some guys were, kind of letting things also develop and maybe in the mind slowing down a little bit while they're starting to read things even better.
Yeah, getting more comfortable with where they're supposed to be, and just like the offensive line, communicating on where somebody else is and where you're supposed to be, and that just comes with game reps, and it's fun to watch them.
So what do you take out of these first 2 weeks from this team that, as you have experience, you have good kids, and you've also got some kids that, have been inexperienced, but now after 2 weeks, what do you take out of these first 2 weeks?
How tough our team is, how deep we are. It's a good thing because we got some injuries going on right now, and it's somebody else's turn to step up, and if we can improve and practice like we did from week 1 to week 2, I like how this team is going to keep improving the rest of the year.
This team has the ability to keep growing in leaps and bounds, don't they?
Yeah, I think they do. There's talent there, and I'm excited for the rest of the year.
St. Mary's out in Bismarck next Friday night. Another beautiful complex, beautiful field, stadium, all of that, and a very good football team. Talk about them.
Yeah, I just watched a little bit of film on them last week, and they're big and they're nasty again, and like usual, and they're going to be pissed off at us, and that's all right. We'll be ready for it, and just a hard-nosed game like it always is, and another road trip for us, another 3-hour plus road trip, and this kind of prove that we're not worried about that, and it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, but the mindset's going to have to be that you better be ready to slap some helmets and pads and play football and be tough.
Yeah, like it always is with them when Coach Schmeeker, and it's always exciting to coach against him because he's such a legend. I mean, the field that we're going to go to is called Schmeeker Field, and that's for a reason, and they're a top program. And just like last year, not knowing how good we were last year, they're the benchmark on how our season's going.
Coach Olson, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good to see you out in Watford City, and thanks for letting us get out of town while it's still light in the sky as well, and we'll see some scenic views on the way home.
Yeah, it should be a good view to get out of here quick. Hopefully we get out of here quick.
Very good. Thank you so much. Take care. Safe travels. Head coach Scott Olson for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They win tonight on the road at Watford City. As you watched it, heard it live with yourliveevent.com. This is the post-game report.
All right. Thank you, Berg. Enbridge Energy player of the game. As we mentioned, that will go to Jace Lushik on the ground. He went for a total 11 carries for 106 yards, including 3 touchdowns. He brought the energy as well on defense, in a couple of big hits as well. He is your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supported jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost and bring extra county tax revenue for years to come and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. Enbridge is focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Stick around, more to come on our post-game report. That's next on yourliveevent.com.
Exactly is value. It's something you believe in to your very core, like community and answering to customers, not shareholders. And value is about worth, true worth, like reliable, affordable energy from Hillsboro Public Utilities. We work for you because we believe in the same things you do. Affordable, community-owned, dependable electric service. That's the value of power. Learn more at hillsboro-nd.com.
Back here, yourliveevent.com on our post-game report, as we'll now have our precision player of the game from RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. And for Hillsboro-Central, I'll give it to number 10, Riley Olson. Was not the starting quarterback, but got in the second quarter, and really the Borough offense did not miss a beat with him taking over the reins, as he was able to lead 3 touchdown drives, including 2 rushing touchdowns himself. There, one towards the end of the second quarter and one on the final play of the third quarter. 93 total yards rushing for Riley Olson here in the backup role for the Borough quarterback. And so he will be your RDK Enterprises precision player of the game from RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Online, planterdoc.com. Locations in both Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Again, that's planterdoc.com. Take another quick 30, then we'll be back with our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connect.
Many happy people that are mowing grass with their new Cub Cadet lawnmower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Yes, everyone is so happy as the lawns are pristine looking, beautiful grass, precision like cutting with the Wright Cub Cadet mower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Talk to Darren or Mike. They also have some used mowers on hand. They have tillers and all of the lawn and garden machines at Wright Cub Cadet Hillsboro. Stop by and see them today.
Back here, yourliveevent.com is one more award here to be given out. We'll name our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. We'll go to the end of the fourth quarter. Watford City, I guess, definitely give credit to them. They played hard really throughout. They did not quit during the contest. And final 2 minutes of the game, able to get on the scoreboard as Ike Bockelman rolling out to his right side, able to find his receiver, Jason Oga, with the out in the flat as he took it 56 yards for the touchdown reception to put Watford City on the scoreboard. That's your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. To discover local reliability you can trust, halsteadtel.com. Update here on yourliveevent.com as Finley Sharon Hope Page just retakes the lead. They now lead 30-26 against the Tri-State Tigers. That with 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the game. As we'll run down here our final stats as well for both teams on yourliveevent.com. We'll start with Hillsboro-Central Valley, the visiting team. A total offense, 380 yards of total offense, 37 on the ground, 33 by way of the air. They were led in rushing by Jace Lushik. His 11 attempts for 106 yards and 3 touchdowns. Riley Olson had 9 carries for 93 yards. He scored twice on the ground as well. Gavin Mitzel, 8 carries for 68 yards. Derek Cecil Bachnes, 3 carries for 23 yards. Sam Preston, 3 carries, 18 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Peyton Beliles, 5 carries for 19 yards. Andrew Doolam with 1 carry for 7 yards. Cole Hebel, 2 carries for 11 yards. Devin Ankle, 2 carries for 2 yards. In the total rushing offense, 347 yards for the Burros. Passing 33 yards. Sam Preston, 2 of 3 for 33 yards. Riley Olson, 0 for 2. Andrew Doolam was 0 for 1. Receiving, Gannon Limke, 2 receptions for 33 yards. And so your total offense, 380 yards for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They committed a total of 8 penalties for 50 yards here tonight. For the Watford City Wolves, a total offense, 131 yards, 51 on the ground, 80 in the air as they were led in rushing. Number 28, Dakota Colucci with 11 carries for 37 yards. Mason Hauga with 3 carries for 14 yards. As Ike Bockelman, 1 carry for -5 yards, and Riley Boomer, 1 carry for 5 yards. Passing-wise, it was Ike Bockelman for Watford City. He went 2 for 7 for 80 yards, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. Receiving, it was Jason Hauga with 1 reception, 56 yards on that touchdown catch. And then Riley Boomer, 1 catch for 24 yards, so 80 total yards receiving for a total offense of 131 yards. Penalty-wise for Watford City, they had 3 penalties for a total of 30 yards. That will wrap it up here on our final stats. As again, your final score, Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley 39, Watford City 6. Again, I want to give a big thank you to our sponsors here, allowing us to make this coverage possible, allowing us to make the long road trip out here to Watford City. Whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize their business. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you. For our executive producer, Mark Forseth, for Jim Berkemeyer, the Burke down on the field, I'm Brady Siebels, a.k.a. Radar, saying so long. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great rest of your evening, and thank you for watching yourliveevent.com.